Now, it doesn't matter what I'm working on in Procreate, one of the biggest things to learn is layer management. Now, what do I mean by that? I guess let me just show you. I'm going to use this illustration as an example because it's full of texture, and when I open up the layers palette, you're going to see a number of different layers in here. Now, each color is separated and put on a different layer. So whenever I'm illustrating and coloring this document, I am creating a new layer, and then I am selecting the different color and drawing on that layer, and then making a new layer, drawing underneath that, and stacking them as they go. So as I start peeling back these layers, you'll see them start disappearing and how these textures kind of stack and layer with each other. Maybe at a later date, I'll show you how I use these textures and layers to create these illustrations. But for now, I want to focus on managing your layers and how important it is to have everything on different layers, especially your line work. Often you'll have clients ask for one color designs or one color artwork, or you'll get kickback from the printer asking for one color files. Now that's a great way for them to not have to bother you. Also, whenever you have edits to this document, you are capable of erasing each part of this illustration and redrawing it in a way that isn't affecting and causing you to almost have to start over. I'm going to get in here and show you an example. So let's just say, for example, I'm going to use this line work. I accidentally drew on this piece, or this layer rather. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take the camera off. Can you see that? Can you see that little green mark on there? Okay, so when I try to change this, let's say to a dark blue, since I have a color that is not the same on that layer, and I try to pull in, and I try to pull in a blue, I have a problem because now I have my line work that's affected and I'm not able to edit it, and I would have to erase this entire piece and redraw this piece of artwork. Now, sometimes this happens whenever I'm in a rush or I've reached the maximum layers possible and I start drawing and I don't know it, but I'm filling in colors on my line work layer, or I'm filling in colors on another layer that I can't separate. Another reason why I practice good layer management is because, let's just say I wanted to texturize this dog's vest right here like I did. I'm going to remove that layer, make a new one. I can select this color blocking, and it's going to make a selection. And if you see these little diagonal lines, that's where my brush is not going to be able to paint. And it has created a little window for me to paint conveniently right where I want all these pieces of texture to go. So let's just go ahead and choose maybe a checkerboard pattern for this. Let's make it white. So when I paint, it's going to go right in the vest. If I had this vest painted on the same layer as my line work, this white would go over that purple right there. So another reason why to have good layer management is you're capable of putting in textures pretty seamlessly without having to sit there and meticulously paint in and erase out where it's supposed to be. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. I'm just growing my channel. I think at the time right now of posting this video, there are 39 people who have subscribed. So I'm only going to be improving the content, making it better, and getting more in depth in how I actually create my ideas, take them from sketch to Procreate, and even take them from Procreate to paint them on the canvas. So if you like all this stuff, again, please just subscribe and follow along. Thank you.